Hello everyone, today I want to show you Lema Island, which I believe is the best high-end gathering spot for EXP. We just got Lifeskill Mastery, a lot of people are interested in gathering, and this is one of the best ways to increase your EXP. Like I said, this is a bit of a high-end gathering spot, and I'll explain why. But here's Lema Island, it's north of Velia. And basically, if you got a swim costume or a boat, it's well worth the trip if you have a lot of energy to spend. I have 575 energy. That gets me about 2 hours. I let my gathering buffs expire so I don't have full move speed here. But basically, if you don't know why wild herbs are the best for gathering XP, it's because basically what happens is gathering XP is based off of the number of unique items you get while gathering, and so wild herbs has the most number of items in its drop table. And then why Lema Island? Well, because we're not the same as PC. A lot of people gather in Behr, but you have to understand that on console we do have the 40% basically node reductions, kind of like they reduced our mobs by 40%. It's still active at the filming of this video on Lifeskill Mastery release for Lifeskill nodes, and we also don't have as wide a gathering radius as PC. So Lema Island is unique in that it has basically double stacked Lifeskill nodes a lot of the time, whereas Behr doesn't really have that. And so I'll show you what I mean here. Here's kind of the start of the rotation. Basically, you go up and down the road here along this tree line, and you gather all the wild herbs that you can find. So here I'm going to gather once, and without moving, I'm going to gather twice. And so you can see I got basically double gathering without ever actually having to move my character, which is really nice, and it helps save you a lot of time. Here I'm going to gather once, and I'm going to gather twice. And so it can be a little bit annoying because sometimes you bounce between the two unique nodes, which kind of locks you, and you have to adjust your camera a bit, or like I hop with my character sometimes, but it does save a lot of time on actually not having to actually move your character and just being able to gather really quickly. I think this one's double. Basically with the Lifeskill node reduction, sometimes the nodes turn on and off, so which ones are double kind of switches, because even though they're double stacked, one of the two will be turned off on any given day. So it does kind of change up your rotation, and like this front part tends to be the best of the rotation. So like after gathering this bit here, you can either cross the road and circle back, or you can go further down before crossing the road. It's really up to you. A couple of notes on this spot: it is a safe zone, which means you can't drop your tent here. So I let my Lifeskill buffs kind of expire before filming this video. I did about 2 hours gathering. This means that if you want to drop your tent buff to do the Turing Gates plus energy, you got to do it before you come here. Basically, you stop at one of the islands before it and start it, which isn't a bad idea. But I usually drop it before just to get a little bit of energy while I'm sailing here. And then 2, you do need to repair. There are 2 options for repairing. Basically, at the start of the video, at the wharf manager, he can repair for you, or there is a house with a node manager over to the right side. And basically, you can go there, right over there, and repair also. I get about half an hour worth of gathering before I have to repair my tool. I'll open it up. I have a Tet hoe right now, so I get basically half an hour gathering with this. I also do have durability loss crystals in my main hand. I keep this Kriya staff. Kriya is basically a worthless green piece of gear, but it does have 2 crystal slots, whereas some other green pieces of gear only have 1 crystal slot. So I keep 2 durability crystals in it to basically let me gather for a longer period of time. Kind of another unique thing about gathering here at Lema Island, as opposed to Behr, you do have seed drops. So more unique things, basically more EXP. However, with Mastery, this wasn't a problem before Mastery. You know, you get like 10 every 20 minutes. But with Mastery, you get a ton of seeds, which again is good because you get EXP, but it's going to fill up your inventory. So if your gathering character doesn't have inventory slots, it's kind of a problem. I let them fill up, and then I just discard them or sell them to the NPC while I'm repairing, because basically your inventory will get filled up really quickly with Mastery because you're gathering so many items. Like I said, this is towards the end of a gathering session, so you can see I'm starting to get overweight. You do have a couple of options for transporting your basically wild herbs because you're out here on an island in the middle of nowhere. So I have enough maids where it's not really an issue. And it's not even the wild herbs, it's that I've been gathering. So I've got so many of these things that weigh 18 each. I've got over 60 or 70 of them weighing 18 each. But basically I just made everything out, so it's not really a big issue for me. If you don't have enough maids to actually keep up with how much you're gathering, you can either store stuff on your ships at the wharf, or there is a house here that you can buy, and then you can put a storage container in it. And I believe the storage container goes to Lema Island, another island out here that has its own unique storage. But if you made it, goes to Behr, so I just made it. But this is basically the rotation. Now you can see we're on the other side of the road, and we're just basically working our way back to the front end. But basically being able to grab 2 nodes in a row without ever moving your character is really useful. Because you can move, like you can see, you can bounce around if they're really close. But again, we're not like PC where we have wide range gathering. If you ever go into the official streams where people are basically asking for new gathering UI or updated gathering, that's basically what they're asking for, because you're never going to be able to gather as much as they do on PC, simply because they don't have to move as much as we do to actually gather. So being able to double stack here, we're hitting the start of the rotation again. Being able to have double stack nodes like this is a really big help on Xbox for basically your gathering amount per hour. So again, that's why I believe this is the best spot on Xbox in terms of raw gathering EXP, because herbs are always going to be the best, but I think these double nodes definitely outweigh Behr. It is a little bit of a trip to get out here on the island because, and for that reason, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it if you don't have a large energy pool to sustain you, because you're spending a little bit extra time in transit. But I think it's well worth it. Like I said, my energy pool lasts me basically 2 hours. I did a 2-hour run before starting this video. I wasn't going completely hard the whole 2 hours, and I saved a little bit of energy so I could film this video for you guys. And again, this is being filmed with my buffs off, so I'm not at full movement speed. But this is pretty quick to me. I enjoy it out here. It's probably less contested, because like I said, this is more the end game area. A lot of people just copy and paste what they're doing on PC with Behr, but I would definitely recommend this to you. I hope this video helps you guys if you're interested in life skilling. So thank you very much.